Why I would exercise like Ichiro in 2025 for longevity strength training. That's something I'm going to talk about today, so stick around. Hi, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of Live Wiser, Not Smarter. Happy Lunar New Year! Finally, it is the year of the snake. This transformational year has finally started. I'm so excited. How are you celebrating it? Are you celebrating it with your family and friends, or are you celebrating it by yourself, meditating or spending some time at the power spot? Whatever the way, yeah, please embrace this special celebration. And I wish a happy, wonderful, transformative year in 2025. Now, in the last video, I shared with you some practical tips to celebrate this holiday, but also how to spend this new year. I mean, how to spend the year of the snake. And one thing I said was to be adaptable and flexible. And I shared with you this famous Bruce Lee's quote. Notice that the stiffest tree is most easily cracked, while the bamboo or the willow survives by bending with the wind. So flexibility is the key. And it applies to your exercise too, because how you exercise can influence your mind and everything else. So to have a flexible mindset, you want to exercise flexibly. So flexibility in your exercise becomes the key to stay flexible in your mind. And to do that, the best way is to exercise like Ichiro does. Who is Ichiro? Now, Ichiro Suzuki was elected to the Hall of Fame. So now he is very famous, and he's a baseball player. He used to play in the major league. I talked about exercise before, so I made a video how to exercise in 2025. For exercise in general, please watch that video. But today, I'd like to focus on the strength training, because strength training is big in longevity field. Many people exercise to build your muscles for longevity, and especially this is stressed so much now, and many people believe longevity equal muscle, which is okay, but I feel it is a little misleading. Not really. I mean, you need muscle, but you don't want too much muscle. In fact, having too much muscle, I believe, isn't good for your health and longevity. So if you want to know why, please watch the video until the end. Now, those of you who just discovered this video today, this is the Ikigai Diet channel, which is a health and longevity channel. We usually cover things like diet, exercise, mindset, and sometimes we cover Japanese blue zones, because there are several blue zones in Japan other than Okinawa, and we cover from traditional Japanese health method to modern Japanese health trends such as chokatsu. So basically, this is a channel about how to increase health span for people over 50 or 60. So if you're interested, please subscribe to this channel. Why was Ichiro elected to the Hall of Fame? One reason is his exceptional hitting. Ichiro is renowned for his incredible hitting ability. He consistently racked up hits throughout his career with a unique combination of contact hitting, speed, and strategic base running. Most hits in a single season, 262 in 2004, 10 consecutive 200 hit seasons, combined hits, MLB and MPB. His 4,367 combined hits between Major League Baseball and Nippon Professional Baseball make him the all-time hit leader across the two leagues. 10-time All-Star and Gold Glove winner, showcases his excellence in both hitting and fielding. Now, if I were to use one word to describe Ichiro, I would use a word supple. He is supple. He's not a power hitter, but he has a high batting average. He's fast. He's a great base stealer too. So in many ways, he is supple, which is the key in the ear of the snake. Now, another thing I respect him is about his longevity. Longevity and dedication. Ichiro played professional baseball for 28 seasons until the age of 45, demonstrating exceptional dedication and longevity in his career. And at the age 51, he still plays baseball, not professionally, but he has his own team called Kobe Chiben. And last autumn, he had a game with the high school women's baseball players, like a representative of the women's high school baseball team. And then he invited Hideki Matsui to join his team. So he still plays baseball and he still exercises regularly. So he's supple and he's staying healthy into old age. So he's a great role model for any of us who want to stay healthy into old age. And even Shohei Ohtani respects him. By the way, I made a video before called Exercise Method Shohei Ohtani versus Ichiro. Their exercise methods are quite different. Shohei Ohtani has a regular exercise routine with power lifting type of thing. Well, Ichiro doesn't. Ichiro uses a method called BMLT, which is a beginning movement load training. So the idea is he train muscles and joints at the same time. So his exercise is not separate. It's not like, oh, this is the exercise to build my biceps, or this is the exercise to, build my leg. He trains both muscles and joint all at the same time. Because he believes that lions and tigers don't lift weights. They don't. I mean, all wild animals, they just train themselves in a natural movement and just running around, and that's how they do it. So why not for humans too? Why do we have to lift weights to maintain our muscle strength? By the way, I'm talking about fitness for health and longevity. I'm not talking about training to be a baseball player, football player, or anything like that. I cannot speak for how to train to be a better baseball player and so on. I wouldn't say Ichiro's exercise method is good for all baseball players. Maybe there are many other different approaches. But for longevity exercise, I think it is very good. I think we can benefit a lot from Ichiro's style of exercising. Why do we want to exercise? Why do we want to maintain our muscle in the first place? Well, one reason is we want to prevent from falling, because falling is one of the most common causes of death among senior citizens today, because when we fall, we often break our bones and then we become bedridden, and then we won't be able to exercise or anything, and then eventually we start developing other diseases, and then that can kill us. So we need to prevent from falling. It is very important, and you need muscle mass. You need to maintain your muscle strength for it. Or we want to be able to continue our regular daily activities into old age. And certain activity becomes very difficult. such as walking up the stairs. When you become over 75, it becomes more difficult, harder to walk up the stairs. So we need to maintain our muscle strength to be able to do that. But to do that, we don't need just muscles. We need joints flexibility, and we need strong bones, as well as flexibility and balance in general. So what we need is all-round exercise, not only muscle building exercise. But for some reason, this type of workout is stressed a lot in the field of longevity, which Ichiro doesn't really think it's good. And many other Japanese martial artists or healing artists agree with him. They all say the same thing. In fact, I used to work out in the gym. I used to lift weights and stuff like that. And then each time when I met someone from the Japanese natural health community, such as martial artists or healing artists, they all say, oh, your muscle is too tense. It's very bad for you. They believe stiffness is negative. Stiffness is not good for your health. So muscle strength itself isn't bad. You can have a strong muscles, but if you have a stiff muscle, that is bad. But many of those weight training can make your muscle strong, but it can make your muscle tense at the same time. So you need a type of exercise that can strengthen your muscle, but be flexible at the same time. So aim to be like a martial artist, lean, agile, and flexible, not to be like a bulky bodybuilder for longevity. The best exercise is like doing martial art itself, or even qi-gong. Qi-gong is wonderful. It's not a sort of a it's not a hard strength training, but you do train your muscles because you practice qigong while standing. So if you do qigong 20 to 30 minutes, you are standing all that time. So it can be a great leg workout. I feel stress on my legs. And you can make it slightly more strength training by applying force naturally. So without using weight, you can do that. So I'll show you how to do it. So you can do stuff like that. So when you do it, you kind of roll your joint. You kind of move your joint. You pay attention to elbow, shoulders, wrist, and things as you move your body. But you also tense up your muscles. Just like doing isometric training, when you push like that, it becomes a quite good strength training. So in the same way, you focus on your muscles and you feel that tension in your muscle as you move your arms like that. But then meantime, you move your joints and everything so that you can train your muscle with flexibility, with the flow. That is the idea. So Ichiro was kind of doing like that, right? So you can kind of do it without using the machine, without using the weight. Yeah, it does become quite a strength training. And you can do the legs too. Like you can do like this, and then you sort of pay attention to your hip joint and move your hips or your knees like that. Whoosh. And then you can do the other side. It's good to have a chair or something to support you. And then you can do a regular squatting type of things, and you can do like push-ups and sit-ups and anything. As long as it is a body weight training, it is okay. You won't be tensing up your muscles too much. So that's why I practice body weight training, but not using weight so much. If you exercise in the park, then you can sprint and you can do jumping. And if you have a bar, you can do the dead hang, or you can do a pull-up or a chin-up. They're all fine. So the idea is to move your body naturally without using any weight. So basically the body weight training, you focus on the joint as well. And then try to roll your joint as much as possible, like your wrist or your elbows, your shoulders, your knees. That is critical. If you access to BMLT facility, you can use those machines, but most of us don't have access to that kind of facility because there are many gyms like that. There are few gyms like that in Japan, but I don't think there are any BMLT gyms in other countries. So I think the best way is to do it without the machines. But the idea is to be flexible. Be flexible when you exercise. So this was about strength training. For exercise in general, please read my book, Live Wiser, Not Smarter, Chapter 5, Ideal Exercise to Increase Health Span. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya. If you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And please leave your comment. How do you practice your strength training? Okay, so have a happy Lunar New Year, and I'll see you in the next video. Live with your Ikigai!